It didn't next day us. Bakum. Okay, disaster's looming. I think it's only proper, though, that I finish this off with getting into some modern clothing. I better not see a fucking hole in the village. What the heck? Brandon. Oh, it got bigger. Yeah, that was the opposite of what we thought was going to happen. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring out of the space-time rift. Now the entire sky has gone red. I've word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once.
The way the sky has changed. It's ominous. Very ominous indeed.
What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you?
That can wait. There is some more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy. It struck the night that Brennan fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Brandon?
A Survey Corps member?
Indeed, you've done all I ordered. But that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you really after here?
Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Brandon has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think he's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen?
Let me ask you in turn. Can you provide beyond a doubt that he is free from guilt? This person, this stranger appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee he is not who he said? Who can guarantee he is to be trusted?
But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Brandon supposed to do then?
He will be given the chance to investigate the latest disaster. But not as a member of Team Galaxy. He remains as a suspect unless he can clear his name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene?
Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Brandon?
Do not attempt to intervene on his behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skills you have displayed. This is why I've chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than to clamp you in chains.
They can arrest me?
You've been expelled from the village?
But why? Orders are orders. Let's go. Wait. Can I... Scary. This way. Can I say bye? Bye. Marry me. It's not true, guys. I'm normal. I'm safe. I don't know what they're doing. It's a funny prank. I didn't do anything. What do you mean? This sucks. We can take it from here, man. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort him from the village to the field camps. I'll also see him off.
As will I, naturally.
I'll allow it.
Then I'll mark you all down as bound for the fieldland camps. Safe travels.
Can't believe the boss would do this. You were acting on his own orders when you quelled the frenzied nobles.
Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the scar, that highly gives you power to turn it red. It's utterly intolerable, and I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such ideology, thinking tooth and nail.
You must not. You will only cause Brandon more pain if you are driven out, as well for defending him. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been aided by both the Diamond and Pearl clan.
Of course, perhaps Adaman or Aegir might take you in. Though, I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements.
Perhaps you could try to go find Leanne first? He's likely to be at Grand Tree Arena. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure that you have all your needs all you need to complete your survey. To complete the survey Commander has tasked you with. Might I offer some of my advice? In this life, you'll meet both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values.
What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokedex? That dream simply won't come true without you.
Shit.
What in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring out of it, all of the Pokemon in Uzui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that would come from that rift was disaster.
I need help.
Help? Well, that's not exactly something I can do. It's not like I wouldn't like to help you, but it would put Aegir in a difficult position. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Cleaver's frenzy as you did. You must know that, but there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You most likely find Mai at the Worn Bridge. Believe it or it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisui there is a place for you as well.
Are you gonna reject me too? My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought about this, do you?
I don't know.
I suppose it's too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all of this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to the village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly, I think. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weirdeer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but... forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubts you'll continue to find a path to walk. It's a Shanks. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? Found you at last, Brandon. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What could I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of straying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or Pearl Clan. To say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But do not worry. There are still corners of the Hisui region where you can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be a perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know. It's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers.
Shrinking your work to come pester me again, even beneath a bleeding sky. You never change.
As a pleasure, Mistress Kaguya. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No, mistress, thank you. Just Kagita. And this is... Why, Brandon is the man of the hour. The one who quelled the frenzy of all the noble Pokemon, believe it or not. Oh, poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Lost one? Indeed. I am to guide you, lost one. For the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in time-space must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. She's got answers, and she's kind of mommy, not gonna lie. space-time rift is said to be a portal to the innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and further still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. The Diamond Clans? The expanse from antiquity to eternity, the expanse to all sides above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as the two clans do? You really can't. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who knows other ages. Now listen, lost one. Here is what you must do. Hisuian holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody an aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each one will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together.
Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift?
Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words, and they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know, and regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors, to leave their legends to their children without a thought of the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course. There is notability in knowing what must be done and seeing it.
Your ARC phone is beeping. You can see the locations of the 3 lakes marked on your ARC phone. Can I call God and ask him what I did this for?
Mistress Kagdia.
Got a lovely workbench here. If you need materials, I'll glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you.
What about the pasture?
Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? We shall need to do something about that indeed. What was that cry? Have we now lost a Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do you see it, please? Do see it, please? How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, Brandon. Is her workbench outside? I thought it'd be inside. I guess I'm stupid. Hello, hello, it's an Abra. Where'd you teleport in from, little fella? It's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Brandon. It's Silene's. Take a closer look at the letter.
To Brandon, you may use Pokemon as a go-between to access the pasture in Jubilife. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camp without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene.
She used her Abra to teleport the bugs away. Good tidings from the letter, then. That's right. Now then, so where to visit the 3 lakes? Doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out.
Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant.
I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are also keeping close eyes on their nobles, too. Seems all quiet for the moment, and here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you.
If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would go strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing
we want to help without drawing too much attention. So, it'll be just one of us. Me or her. It's up to you. Though the answer should be obvious. I'm gonna take some stuff out of here first, guys. Just give me a minute.
Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to quell Cleaver. You and I made his bombs together. Just what I expected of you, Brandon. You made the right choice. You won't regret it.
So then the leftover leader will? Leftover? Think again. Brandon trusts me enough to leave me to the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping my eye on the commander, so I can let you all know what's happening. Of course. Unlucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go.
Well, the first task will be decided of which of the Sui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. But yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose.
Alright, Idra. You and Brandon. You two. Do what you need to do. Oh, he sells everything, bro. I no longer have a thing.
Where will you be heading?
Ancient Retreat is where I am now. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water. And so Lake Verity was born. It's protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tale goes anyways. Arc phone is beeping. That's a neat trick. The cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the arc phone the professor was going on about?
What surprise wait within, I wonder?
Mistress Kagita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Oh boy.
The air feels somewhat tense in here.
Oh, that's not who I expected to be in here. A menacing Pokemon stands before you.
You and your Pokemon quelled the Hisui nobles. You can handle any battle, Brandon.
Show him who's boss, Kisame. What did it just use? Interesting. I'm sorry, Kisame. UG, you've got this. No. Of course it knows Hydro Pump. Alright, Luna, it's your turn. And it's dead. It's curious, but when I watched you in your Pokemon battle, it feels as if there was no obstacle that couldn't be overcome if people in Pokemon worked together. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. There she is.
Your emotions. Share them with me.
They're yours. I can only imagine how it feels to speak directly to a Pokemon like that.
When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart?
Panic.
How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together?
Exciting.
What did you feel when you mingled with the Hisui's clans?
It's a wide world.
What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team?
I felt bitter.
Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more.
Proof that you have completed the trial set by Mesprit and be the beginning of the emotions that live in the Lake Verity. This is needed to forge the red chain. Okay. I got mail, apparently. Bye. I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mysteries. Next to Lake Valor and then Lake Acuity. Interesting indeed. Looks like worked out well, Brandon. I must say, you know an awfully lot about Hisuli, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees a lot of sort of these things in their travel. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. The same goes for me. Our clan settled at this very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh. But I still have never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have more important tasks before us. Do you want to return to Mr. Cogdia's home? I'll stay here. Then, we'll go ahead and see you there when you join us. Oh wait, no, I wanted to go back, bro. What? Huh, Mesprit's plume. So the legend's told it's true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Cogdia, ma'am, but what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, we're the rift to widen, and the very world to end. What would we even know? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exists only in our minds, are there to perceive it. Perhaps the Red Chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I wonder... what? So, does this mind create the world? But isn't that the other way around, or is it... Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world is in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials, and we'll get that red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only to chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know it. I've been told it actually contains salt water. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. The Arc phone is beeping. I'd like to think I'm just spamming my flashlight at this cave till it opens. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. I wonder what waits inside. I imagine there may be a Pokemon in there protecting the Lake Guardian. Take care. I sense a chill in the air. What is this? Menacing Pokemon stands before you. Dude, could that be the dreadful, baneful fox? Wait, can you catch these things? Did I kill Goodra without even trying to catch it? Okay, this thing is a ghost type, right? Oh, I could have caught that Goodra. Now I'm sad. It just... Okay, it wants to sweep me, apparently. Maybe I'll just have to kill it, because I don't think anything's gonna live anything from this thing. I'm just gonna go with my strongest move. And if it doesn't kill, then I get to catch this thing. Yeah. Sick. And it gets to move twice. That's insane. Come on. Let's go. That's awesome. The Baneful Fox. It is a Pokemon said to be filled with malice. We were told stories about it as children. Feel Mistress' presence. Cute. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi Zubat Unknown Magneton Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Tell me each one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. 1, so we're at 4. Dusclops is 1, so 5. Oh, I see. 2. Okay, so it's 2, 0, 1, 1. Is Combi Zubat Magneton Dusclops Magneton, not Magnezone. Okay, hold on. So it's Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. Okay, so it's 3. It's 2, 0, 1, 3, 1. Unless Combi doesn't have 2 eyes, and I'm stupid. 2, 0, 1, 3, 1. Okay, I'm stupid. I have to look up how many... I need to look up a picture of Combi real quick. Fuck. It has 6 eyes. Why did I think the other combs were blank? So it's 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. Yes, that was correct. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Uxie's Claw. Goodness, that was tricky, but only one more to go now. I assume all went well, Brandon? No, I fucked up like 4 times. Still, I must wonder, why don't you just give us the red chain? Why all the running about? Perhaps they mean to test whether whoever seeks it is worthy. Perhaps you are right. Who knows? What would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all? Though, on the other hand, what use would those wrong hands have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. The red chain as mysterious as this entire predicament we're in. But if we continue visiting the lakes, we'll get closer to an answer. So, shall we return to Mystic Kaguya's house? Let's go back. Wonderful. Then you can see if Mystic Kaguya has any more insight to share with us. So that's Uxie's Claw. I sense warmth to it. I do have to wonder if anyone else has ever completed these trials of these lake Pokemon.
Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife are tense.
What makes you say so?
It seems Pokemon been glimpsed out on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it should need arise.
One of the Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them.
Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder?
Don't let Hisui's great vastness stop you, Brandon. Let's get the final item we need.
That's the spirit. I'll come watch the historic moment unfold, too.
Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, be shrouded in ruins.
Did you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity, though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what's needed doing was born in people's hearts, or that's what the legend has us to believe. A cave appears where there was none, as if just for you, Brandon.
Let's head in, Brandon.
I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. Alright, what is this? What is it gonna be?
What an eerie space. Why would there columns inside a cave anyway?
Ah, you're the last one.
Watch yourself, Brandon. Those quills look vicious.
Overquill, if I remember correctly, is the name of this thing. And it's Dark Psychic, yes. Or Dark Poison, rather, not Dark Psychic. Okay, it can hit itself with the recoil, which is fantastic. I don't have a ghost type, so it's not like I can just eat it. So I will throw a Pokeball at it. Let's go. So the Goodra's the only one I missed. I wish I would have caught the Goodra, but live and learn.
I knew you could do it, Brandon.
Feel mysterious presence.
Show me to the unyielding will. Strike me if you can.
Bombs? Are you meant to try to hit Azelf with them, then?
Cool.
You seem to hear a voice inside your head.
Will you abandon this folly?
I'm not through yet.
Gave me infinite. I'm gonna spam it.
It seems you had best given up. Will you continue regardless?
I'm not through yet.
Give up. Your struggle is in vain. Will you yet press on?
I'm not through yet. Bro, what is happening? Azelf is just flexing on us. I'm confused. Was that not meant to happen? Did it glitch?
Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more.
I think it glitched. I don't think Azelf was just meant to be stuck there. Cool.
They look exhausting. That looked exhausting, but now we've journeyed to all 3 lakes.
We have indeed, Idra. Maybe this will all be over soon. You seem finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to head to the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. Interesting. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we were to somehow bring Pokemon of the world, humans in the world of Pokemon, to the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now?
Seems I've made it in time. You've arrived just when we assembled all 3 gifts. Did you somehow see our progress across the distance of divining us?
I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know.
Could you mean that the Pokemon that flit about the Hisui region? But never mind that now. What about the red chain? How are we to forge it?
I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it could be forged by mortal hands?
Then what are we to do? Search the entire vast Hisui for the answer?
My friends!
The Pokemon of the lakes. So it was true. The pact of our people has passed down for all these generations has been kept at last. I can set this burden aside.
You succeeded once again, Brandon. Yet, things do not need to be going so well for the rest of the world.
What have you heard now?
I've heard some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself.
Has he lost his sense? He plans to get close to the rift to study it himself?
Well, he doesn't yet know that our Brandon has managed to get the red chain now, does he?
That's true. There's no way he would. We need to tell him about the chain, about everything Brandon has achieved before he sets out.